When to use relative versus absolute references in Excel conditional formatting. Imagine you have a big list of sales data and you want to highlight certain figures. Do you know how to set up your rules so they work perfectly across all cells? That's where understanding relative and absolute references comes in. In Excel, when you create a conditional formatting rule, you write a formula that tells the program when to highlight a cell. The key is whether your references change as the rule is applied to each cell or stay fixed. Relative references are like flexible friends. They change based on where they are. For example, if you write A1 without $signs, Excel treats it as a relative reference. When you copy the rule down a column, A1 becomes A2, A3, and so on. This is useful when each cell's condition depends on its own value or its position relative to others. Absolute references are like fixed anchors. If you write $, Excel always points to cell A1, no matter where the rule is applied. This is handy when you want all cells to compare against one specific value or cell. For example, if you want to highlight all sales that are greater than a target stored in cell B1, you should use a formula like cell1 $1 when you copy this rule across or down. The reference to B1 stays the same, ensuring consistent comparison. Sometimes, you might want to lock only the row or the column. That's where mixed references come in. For example, A1 locks the column but allows the row to change, while $1 locks the row but lets the column change. This is useful in more complex formatting rules where you need partial fixing. The choice between relative and absolute references depends on what you want your formatting to do. Use relative references when each cell's condition depends on its own data or position. Use absolute references when all cells should compare against a fixed value or cell. This way, your rules behave exactly as you intend when applied across ranges. Knowing when to use these references helps you create smarter, more accurate formatting rules. It makes your data presentation clearer and your analysis more precise. Whether highlighting top sales, flagging outliers, or marking thresholds, understanding references ensures your conditional formatting works flawlessly across your worksheet.